soreness, swelling, stiffness. These are just a few of the common symptoms of varicose veins, but there are effective treatments to get rid of these veins and finally give you some relief. Dr. Sharma, he is the founder and medical director of Arizona Vein and Laser Institute. He is a vascular surgeon who's performed more than 10,000 ablations, and he's here to give us some expert advice on varicose veins. Good to see you.
Good morning.
So, Dr. Sharma, give us a sense of exactly what you look for when a patient complains of having pain and swelling in their legs. What are you looking for?
Yeah, the pain in the legs can be because of other reasons too, other than the varicose veins. There can be some arterial disease, which we call peripheral arterial disease, or the pain can be radiating from the lower back or the hip joints or the knee. So you have to assess the patient as a total.
Right.
And not look for only one reason for their symptoms.
And with you being a vascular surgeon for so many years and having done this this treatment and procedure for so long,
Right.
Does it help for you to assess a person's total assessment starting with the lower extremities?
Absolutely. You know, we have to look at their arterial disease too. Some patients do have arterial disease symptoms which might be more than the vein symptoms. So definitely at that point the arterial system has to be addressed first other than the vein system.
So what about those patients, and I'm sure you've seen cases like this, where patients, they have suffered for so many years, they even go as far as going through the treatment and the procedures, and they still get no relief. Why is that?
Again, it comes back to the total assessment of the patient. If the patient has his or her symptoms because of some other reason, can be arterial disease or some joint disease or some lower back problems, they're not going to get better with the vein treatment. So in my practice, if I see any other pressing reason to treat first, then I cancel the vein treatments until the other problems are taken care of.
So you look at the whole body, you look at the whole issue, not just the veins.
Absolutely. It's not only the veins which can cause pain and swelling in the legs. Like we discussed last time, lymphedema is another reason why people have swollen legs.
And we also talked about the aesthetics of the leg. I mean, let's face it, they're ugly in a lot of cases. They're bulging, they're embarrassing. Men and women suffer from this, but it can lead into much more serious medical issues, can it?
Absolutely. When we ask our patients then what kind of symptoms you have, and when we ask them, question them particularly, okay, your legs feel heavy, tired, they say, oh yeah, it has been happening for many years. I didn't pay much attention. So those are the symptoms which they have for 24 hours, but they don't pay attention.
Right.
Besides, they are not looking very good, the big bulging veins.
All right, so how quickly can we get this treated? How fast is the procedure? Is it painful?
It's not painful at all. It's minimally invasive procedure. The only pain you feel is when we give the anesthetic, just like a dentist's office. It's a very small needle. We numb the skin and then do the procedure.
So can we get up right after the procedure and go home?
Absolutely. Some patients do go back to work after that. And you don't need a ride. You can come on your own, drive yourself back home, or go back to work.
So what advice do you have for our viewers out there who may be watching? We talked about living a life that's not fulfilling. You know, maybe you're compromising on your lifestyle. What advice do you have for those folks? My
advice is if you have these kind of symptoms at all, and they are getting worse, there's no reason to wait, and get evaluated by some vascular surgeon at some vein clinic, and at least take care of them, because before these things can get to worse symptoms.
All right, well, we want to give you some information. Arizona Vein and Laser, they have 4 Valley locations. They're in Glendale, Avondale, Phoenix, and they just opened a new office in Surprise. Dr. Sharma is offering a free vein screening to the first 20 callers right now, and same-day appointments are available. Call 602-298-VEIN. That's 602-298-8346, or visit them online, ArizonaVeinandLaser.com. And if you think you're experiencing symptoms that Dr. Sharma talked about, email him and he will answer your questions directly by email. Send your inquiries to info@ArizonaVeinandLaser.com.